Namaskar. In today's scenario where we all have to stay in the house, and very often we have to work from the house, traveling is totally cut down, working from the house. So you have to make house your office. Of course, house doesn't have all that facilities which office has. So in house you have to make some adjustment. One corner you have to take from a room where you are sitting as if you are sitting in the office. The chair may not be so perfect, table may not be so much comfortable, but you have to do. You have to just carry on in this fashion. So when such things happen, you have to take care of your body, because postures are going to be wrong. Very often you will be distracted here and there, in spite of telling family members, don't come disturb me, they are going to come bother. If children are there, they'll come very often. So very often our movements would be jerky and body may suffer. Our neck though will suffer a lot because we are continuously looking at screen and looking down. So there are certain things which I would strongly recommend person should be doing since he is working from the office. One point is very clear, that person should be like getting up on time as if he is going to office, properly dressed up as if he is in the office, and sit so that you are little bit trying to create a proper atmosphere of the office in the house. You should be doing that, and then properly sit, fix a time of your office also, and work from home. Now while working, there are certain things which you should be doing, or in between little 2 minutes you should be attending to yourself. Now these things have to happen. So now there are certain things. First thing is neck. Christina, you have to put your neck back, because continuously we are looking down and so on. So we have to look up and look around upstairs, as if you are watching your whole ceiling. And this is how you are moving your neck, because neck definitely becomes stiff looking at screen all the time. So that's one exercise which you should be doing every 2 hours at least, or I would say every 1 hour, or whenever you remember, just looking up. It's really relaxing. So you should do that. Second, for eyes, your eyes need attention. Continuous looking. I've seen children also, their schooling is from the house, and more than 4 hours, if you are continuously gazing at screen, I've seen some children, their eyes get red. They feel tired and then feel fatigued, and then they want to sleep only, and such things. So try and see that you do eye exercise. So one is that you are learning to rotate your eyes. Look at right side, look at left side, look up, look down, rotate round and round, right up, left down, left up, right down. Do an exercise which is called as Tratak. So hand in front, wrist closed, thumb out, looking at the nail of the thumb. Your eyes should be fixed on nail. Now take the right hand towards left shoulder, fold your hand and let it go to the left shoulder. So it is called a shoulder gaze. So this is how the eye is rotating perfectly. Come back again. Slowly stay there for 6 seconds maximum. Take the other hand and take it on the other side. Don't move your neck at all. Head should be straight. How much you can see, you have to do that, and bring it back again. Now bring it at the tip of your nose, which is called as Nasagra Drashti. Take it back. Here we are not doing systematically static, and take it at the center of the eyebrows. So do that also. So here we have really exercised different sets of muscles which are responsible for rotating our eyeballs, and these sets need to relax. Then look at the palm and see something which is very far. So if you could see, do this when you are standing at the window. Get up, go to your window and look something which is very far. Look at your palm, look something very far. Go on doing this for 50 times. This is a very good exercise which you should do regularly. And seeing something natural very far is most relaxing for eyes. So these eyes are required. Wink your eyes fast for some time, as she is doing. Very fine. Like an exercise, half a minute. Similarly, tighten your eyes and relax. Tighten, relax, tighten, relax. And then learn to close your eyes, palming. Rub your hands if they are cold. Rub them well and put it on your eye. Like this, your fingers resting on the head, and stay in this position. This is the most relaxing and we should be doing that. I always say that whenever we are thinking, why can't we do any of this palming? And you are closing your eyes, but you are thinking. So you are not using your eyes when you are thinking. So form such habits and save your eyes, save your optic nerves, save your brain from getting tired. All this would help. This is like a meditation, and so it would relax you. These are some very much important. Another point is Kapalbhati and massaging your foreheads. So this is Kapala-Randhra Dhoti. You are rubbing your forehead, tension on forehead. Very often we make our forehead very tight when we study. Relax them. Always keep a smile on your face. A face with smile. Muscles are relaxed. When they are tight, they create more problem. So these are few movements which you should do with your hands. Simple things. And little bit Kapalbhati. Breathe in and breathe out fast from your nose. There she is doing. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in. You are rubbing air in your nostril. So do Kapalbhati. Breathe in and breathe out fast. So you are rubbing the air in your nostril and keeping your nostrils hygienically healthy. In today's atmosphere, this is most required. So all these things you should be doing. Now few asanas, quickly you should learn. Here. Now one is hand exercises. So stretch your hands. Yes, rotate them. Other way round. Take your hands up. Stretch your body. Take them on back, behind, on the sides. Other side. Take them to the side to relax your shoulders and neck. Okay, so these are simple hand exercise. Now some leg and waist exercise. So first leg, lift your leg up and move your toes a bit. Simple. You can do it. Other leg, move the toe. Sitting all the time, your kidney is getting pressure, liver is getting pressure, your stomach is a little bit compressed. So do this, what is called as Konasana. So Konasana number 2, go to side angle. So take your hand and go to the side. Take the support with another hand and try and pull your body sideways and come back. Simple. Do it on the other side. Yes. Now third variation, little forward bending, Konasana 3. You spread your both arms on the side. So it's like an expansion of chest. And now bending forward and looking up. So your shoulder, neck, spine, everything is really getting exercise. The pressure of your lower back is taken care of. And do it on the other side now. Isn't it so simple? So try and do all such simple movements. And then every half an hour you should get up and just walk and come back. Keep your water bottle little away, and water should be warm water in today's scenario. So keep it away, or a kettle, just warm it up and drink warm water and come back. So this little activity, when you are moving a bit, coming, you are really helping your body. Doing these asanas, helping your body. Going at the window, looking far and taking 1 or 2 long breaths when you are at the window and coming back would be really helping yourself. So try and see that you attend to yourself. Don't just forget in the outside world. You are doing work, you have to talk to this person and that person, fine, but you have a duty towards yourself. So in between you have to take out time, one minute, half a minute, going, coming back, and help yourself. You will never suffer, rather you will keep more fit and fine. You will not put on weight because you are helping yourself, attending to yourself. So take charge of yourself, develop awareness, and see that you attend to yourself again and again during day. So take care. Namaste.